What's going on, guys? This is Matt the Misfit, and we're going to predict WrestleMania 34 right here, which is on Sunday night, April the 8th. Special start time at 7 Eastern, 5 Pacific. You get the 2-hour pre-show. 7 long fucking hours. So we're going to predict some of the big matches. Let's do the kickoff matches to get those out of the way. So you get the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which has, I believe, if I can look that up here, it has, so far, it has, because Alliance I don't think is in this, okay. You got the Revival, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, and Primo. I don't really care about these Battle Royal matches, but I'm going to go with the Woken Warrior himself, Matt Hardy. Just because I hate the fact that Matt Hardy is delegated the pre-show. I'm actually more upset about a few of these pre-show matches. So yeah, I got Woken Matt Hardy for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. The Women's Battle Royal, another match I don't give a shit about. It's going to come down to either Sasha, Bayley, or Becky. And you're going to see some surprise entrants from NXT. I hope to God that the Iconic Duo and Nikki Cross are not in this Battle Royal, because I do not want their main roster debut wasted on the pre-show. They did that last year with Killian Dane, and I hate a day all the time. I wasn't too sad about or too upset about, but Killian Dane, I was not happy about that, and he didn't win. They gave it to Mojo Rawley of all people. But anyways, okay, so who you got in here? Like I said, Sasha, Becky, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, Lana for some odd fucking reason, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, Carmella, and Dana Brooke, and probably some NXT people. Probably, if I had to guess NXT people, I would go with. Let me see if I can find who's actually on the NXT roster. Let's look that up here while we're looking that up here. For female wrestlers, that is, for NXT. Let's see. And if I had to guess, I would go with Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, Vanessa Bourne, and Bianca Belair. I believe those are the ones that are going to be in the. If I was going to choose an NXT talent, Bianca Belair. But if we're going to go with main roster, I'm going to go with. That's. I mean, it doesn't matter who wins these two battle royals. That's not gonna mean anything. I would have the old one eliminates the other, so you would have Bayley and Sasha eliminate each other. Well, not at the same time, but like Sasha eliminates Bayley, and then Bayley goes in there and eliminates Sasha, and then Becky Lynch wins. I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch to win the second Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. I don't care what anybody else says. They did the exact same type of Battle Royal at WrestleMania 25, and that was god awful. And here we go to a match that should be on the main show of the card, and it's not. The Cruiserweight Championship finals between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. Wow, the Cruiserweights deserve better. You know, you had the damn good Cruiserweight Championship tournament. After Triple H took over, you had the 205 after Royal Rumble, and you got lead up. You had in this tournament, you had Cedric Alexander, Grand Metalik, TJP, Tyler Bate, Kalisto, Lindsay Dorado, Roderick Strong, Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, Mark Andrews, which was a nice surprise that was in there, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Buddy Murphy, which was another surprise, Arya Davari, Mustafa Ali, and Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Obviously, the obvious final two came down to Mustafa Ali and as Cedric Alexander. This one may be one of the best matches on the show. And if I was to book this show in match order, I would put the two battle royals on first, and then because then we'll actually be people in the crowd at least. And you should put this match on it's going to be on the USA Network. The second hour it's going to be on the USA Network. You would go with the Cruiserweight title match. So I'm going to go with. I mean, I really don't mind who wins either way because I really enjoy both Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. But I'm going to go with Cedric Alexander, which is the safe bet. I think he deserves something after the hard work he's put on. You know, former Ring of Honor. Let's see what Ring of Honor talent that Cedric Alexander is. Let's look that up. Let's see if he's won any titles in Ring of Honor. No, he didn't. But he was a Ring of Honor alumni. So then we go to the main show. And I believe if I was booking the show, I would start, since they're not going to do the Cruiserweight Championship match on the actual main show, I would start with the Intercontinental Championship match, the Triple Threat IC title match between The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. I think we're going to see the Demon. If we don't, that's a mistake, because I would love to see the Demon entrance at WrestleMania. I think they'll be fucking amazing. So this is gonna be another match of the night contender right here. This was one of the best main event matches on Monday Night Raw all of last year. I think that was in May of last year. So, and Balor and Rollins put on a fantastic match on Raw this past weekend, or this past Monday, that is. I don't think Miz is walking away. I mean, I can see if he does, because he just became a dad. Congratulations to the Miz. The Miz is one lucky son of a gun. The Miz really hasn't done much with the IC title on Monday Night Raw. I mean, on SmackDown he was doing wonders with that. I go with Finn Balor just for the safe bet. I know that I guess a WWE ad came up for their tour in Ireland, where it says Finn Balor looks to capture the Intercontinental Championship from Seth Rollins. I think that's throwing people off. I think Finn Balor's going to win. I think Finn Balor's going to win as the Demon. Coup de grace to, I think. I wouldn't want Seth Rollins to take the pinfall. So I would have Miz take the pinfall in this triple threat match. You got a new Intercontinental Champion in the Finn Balor. We're just gonna get this one out of the way. The Raw Women's Championship match. Another match I really do not care, really not interested in. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. If I was booking the show, I would put in place of this the Cruiserweight title match. That's just me. But I think the title's not changing hands there, with Nia Jax at least. I think Nia Jax is going to get herself disqualified, and Carmella is going to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Alexa Bliss, and she will walk away from WrestleMania as the Raw Women's Champion, thus going over to Monday Night Raw. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think should happen. Just to save us from the horror that is Elias. I almost said Elias. Well, listen, I'm going to bring Elias since it's a I'm gonna add that match in a minute. But Elias doesn't have a match. I think he's gonna have a segment. I think it's gonna be with The Rock. There's Justin Barrasso, who apparently has this hard on for Rey Mysterio, and other new. Justin Barrasso's a piece of crap person. I think The Rock is going to get involved in the Elias segment. It's going to be fantastic to watch. It's going to be like a rock concert with Elias. It's going to be great. That's going to be something. Really, I just hope Elias isn't Braun Strowman's partner. That's all I care about for that. Because then we know they're not going to win. And I like Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? I do. So we got that. Another match I'm looking forward to. If I can find it here. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. The SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, which is the Usos finally on the main card after 3 or 5 years. They're defending against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. I thought this was supposed to be a TLC match. I guess they'll announce it on the pre-show. I don't know, or the day before, something like that. I'm about to make sure they haven't announced it while I'm recording. That'd be hilarious. There's a news that broke out of nowhere last night with Joe Cronin and Jake and Connor from OKFabe. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't know if they mentioned it in their show or not. But this one was a hard one to predict because part of me wants the Usos to retain. Like, that's the safe bet to go for. But then you had the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, who, if you didn't have the New Day involved, the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers would have put on a fantastic match because they have put on fantastic matches before. Just take their 2 out of 3 falls match from what was it, Battleground 2014. That's when Bray Wyatt was feuding with Chris Jericho. So the safe bet here would be going for the Usos, but the Usos and the New Day have been putting on fantastic matches also. I don't want to see the New Day as tag team champions again. If I was going to see the New Day as tag team champions, that's where Sanity would come in. If you watch my NXT Takeover predictions, I said Sanity will go to SmackDown when they get called up in the main roster after Mania. I think probably the best feud to do for Sanity is against the New Day. So that would be the only reason I would pick the New Day to win, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with the Usos retaining SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships and what should be another show stealer. Most of these matches have the potential to be match of the night. Speaking of another great match that I didn't like, this card was not looking like good. Well, it was looking good on paper, but no one was excited for it until the return of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan teams with Shane McMahon for the first. Daniel Bryan returns to the ring for the first time in 3 years. The team in Shane McMahon to take on Kevin Owens, aka Kevin Steen, and El Generico himself, Sami Zayn. If Zayn and Owens win, they return to SmackDown Live. If they lose, they remain fired. Originally, I would have had Dan Bryan win, so Owens and Zayn could go to Raw. But Owens and Zayn especially Sami Zayn, is doing fantastic as a heel. It's something I never thought I'd see. So I thought about something, and then I forgot who it was I was listening to the other day, and thought about this, and this makes actually a perfect plan. What if Dan Bryan's first match back in 3 years at WrestleMania and loses? Now hear me out. How about this? Zayn and Owens win with help by my newly heel Shane McMahon. I now predict. Originally, I was going to go with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, but then I thought about this, and it makes some more sense to do it this way. Owens and Zayn will win with the help of Shane McMahon when Shane McMahon turns on Daniel Bryan, setting up for the summer. Even though originally I would have want Bryan and Nakamura for the title, but I think they're gonna set up Shane McMahon versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think that's actually a better idea. I wouldn't put Daniel Bryan in the title picture just yet, just because he is back. Yeah, you could do a bunch of matches with him and AJ Styles, him and Nakamura, him and Sami Zayn, him and Kevin Owens. Well, we're gonna get that this week. This is Sunday. Him and who else am I thinking about here? Him and Cena again. I'll get to Cena in a minute. When we get to the main matches, the main, like, I guess you would call 4 matches. But and that's what I do. I would have Owens and Zayn win with the help of Daniel Bryan. Not the help of Daniel Bryan. Help of Shane McMahon turn heel on Daniel Bryan. Next up, we got the United States Championship. I originally would have had this on the pre-show, but had Rusev not been added, that's where I would put this match, because WWE and creative have ruined Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode should be a heel. Jinder Mahal is a failure. He was, I fucking hate that they put the WWE title on him. Randy Orton is boring as a babyface. And I hate this, and I still don't like the fact that Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt last year in like 9 minutes. And then you got Rusev Day. I didn't know about this until Jake told me yesterday. Shout out to Jake. You can follow him on Twitter at Countdown Ended. He's a co-host for Joe Cronin Show. He brought up the fact, and this is when I got on Out of Nowhere last night. He brought up the fact that Rusev actually asked for his release. If I can find that article here, I'll actually read that here. If I can find the Rusev article, I can. Okay, here we go. Rusev article. Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna read the whole article. Actually, I will. Wrestling Observer Radio newsletter noted that Rusev may have been added to the United States title match at WrestleMania due to the popularity of Rusev Day and their merchandise sales. That's what I thought. And then apparently WWE added Rusev to the match because he was unhappy with the way they were booking him, and I don't blame him. They had him lose to Nakamura twice at least. They also had him lose to. He's over. He needs to be a babyface. Hopefully after WrestleMania he becomes a babyface. Let's see what else. So basically, he wanted to ask for his release. So he's in the title match, and I hope Rusev wins. He's my pick to win the United States Championship. If they don't have him win the championship, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be one of those people who want Rusev to succeed. He was unfairly buried at WrestleMania 31 with the fantastic entrance they had. He lost the United States Championship to John Cena, buried there. I wouldn't say he was buried by Nakamura, because I know it was a win-win situation. Like a no-lose situation for both men, because it was the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania, and also it was not we weren't gonna have Nakamura lose on his way to AJ Styles. But yeah, Rusev is my pick to win. I hope he does. It's gonna be bullshit. Another weird decision WWE has made is putting Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman in a tag team partner to be named for the tag team titles on Monday Night Raw. Now, originally, I was perplexed at the fact of Braun Strowman going into a tag team battle royal to win the whole thing by himself. I originally thought, when I first found out that the tag team division was closing Raw in a battle royal, I'm like, why? I mean, what's the point? Braun Strowman comes out. I'm like, oh yeah, we haven't seen Braun Strowman at all that night. So Braun Strowman comes out. He decimates he buries the entire tag team division. That's what Braun Strowman does. And I guess Braun Strowman won a handicap match to win the titles by himself. I would not be shocked if they do that, but I don't think they're going to. They would, but I don't think they're going to. So he's forced to get a tag team partner. I think there's two options here. There's actually two safe options, and then there's two scary options. The two scary options, which is not a good idea at all, putting Big Show or Big Cass in that situation. I do not want either one of those two even anywhere near WrestleMania. Big Cass can be in the Battle Royal, but I'd rather not have Big Show in the ring again. Dude needs to retire. Mark Henry, I think, is retiring. I think he's going to announce his retirement tomorrow night, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I liked Big Show and Mark Henry in their prime. Mark Henry was that whole heel angle he did with John Cena, doing the fake retirement was fantastic. The whole Hall of Pain was great, fantastic stuff. Big Show, the Giant, Big Show from the WCW was actually a better thing I liked of the Big Show, but that's just me. Or was I? Oh yeah, the Braun Strowman thing. I think the two safe options, because they could still do the handicap match. I don't think they will. Because even if they don't do the handicap, even if they do the handicap match, he's still going to have to find a partner. And Kane was thrown out. I'm like, God, no, please. So, the two safe options are Samoa Joe or Bray Wyatt. Or whatever Bray Wyatt can come back as. Broken Bray Wyatt, Broken Bray, Abigail, but I don't know, something like that. See, I have it written down here. Braun Strowman and partner Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe. That's if I was booking, I would put Samoa Joe with it, but either one works. But Braun Strowman and the partner is winning the Raw Tag Team Championships. I don't care what the greatest Royal Rumble. I still don't know why we have two Royal Rumbles this year. Now this is actually be the third Royal Rumble this year. There's going to be more Battle Royals this year than there was last year. There was only two last year. This year we have a fucking the Men's Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble. There's two freaking Battle Royals at WrestleMania, and they get the 50-man Royal Rumble, which I hope Daniel Bryan should win that one. I guess I'll do a video on that at some point. But yeah, Braun Strowman, his partner, will win the SmackDown, the Raw Tag Team titles. So now we get to the huge matches that are on this card. We have, it's not announced, but it's 100% happening, and that is John Cena versus The Undertaker. Now, originally, I'm like everyone else on this situation. When this match was talked about and discussed, we were like, The Undertaker's coming back again. You just did a beautiful send-off at WrestleMania 33. Why bring him back? He doesn't need to come back. No one was interested. No one cared. No one cared. He teased it the Raw after Elimination Chamber. But then when he didn't win Fastlane, because I like the whole thing with Cena that's going on with Cena. He is desperate. Cena, I like desperate Cena. He's trying to find his way to WrestleMania. Well, he's going as a fan apparently, but he was trying to find his road to WrestleMania, as he called it. He's not had a good win record so far. He lost to he's lost to Nakamura. He's lost to he's lost to Nakamura. He's lost to AJ Styles. No, he didn't. No, he beat AJ Styles. Okay, he's lost to Nakamura. He's lost to Roman Reigns. He didn't win the Elimination Chamber. He lost at Survivor Series. He lost the Elimination Chamber. He lost the six-pack challenge, and he's like depressed. It's like, so he's done something that I didn't think would ever happen with an Undertaker feud. He not only called out the Undertaker for a match, but he's humanizing the Undertaker. That's never happened in a Undertaker feud before. I don't even think that's happened when he was the American Badass. So he's pretty much been on. He's did this whole social media thing. He's pretty much saying, "You're not washed up. You're not broken down. If you were broken down, you wouldn't be posting workout videos on your wife's Instagram." That was when it got real. I'm like, holy shit. So for the past 4 or 5 weeks, the Cena's been calling out the Undertaker to enter his challenge, and as of this week, he quote unquote didn't answer the challenge. We all know he's going to at WrestleMania. This is also the first time that an Undertaker match it's unadvertised, not official, but we know it's happening. And it's going to happen the day of WrestleMania while WrestleMania is going on. That's going to be fantastic. I don't know how they're going to do that. I'll get to the whole Kid Rock thing in a minute. But what was my point about? Okay, so Cena is, like I said, desperate, trying to gulp the Undertaker out. He's funny, hilarious social media posts on Twitter, not Twitter, on Instagram. He has a hashtag do something. So that come on do something meme. He had him poking the Undertaker's head. He had, if just a few days ago, like the day after Raw, he had a picture of a dog saying "come on do something," and a picture of a stick poking a dog. And the dog was shitting out the Undertaker as dog feces, so dog shit, basically. He's been posting old gimmick photos of Undertaker before he was Undertaker. The Punisher, whatever other ones he had. Mark Callis, some weird shit that he had used to do. And he's even did the American Badass thing. So. And brought up the American Badass. Kid Rock is going into the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame this year. A lot of people are suggesting that we are not getting the dead man gimmick at WrestleMania. I agree. I'm was never a fan of American Badass. I get it. I get that character was supposed to be more of Mark Calloway, but it wasn't needed. Even nowadays, Vince and Undertaker do not like that gimmick, but it's needed here because he retired the dead man gimmick last year. He took the coat off. He left both the coat, the hat, and the gloves in the middle of the ring. Yeah, sure, he showed up as the dead man at Raw 25, but that was Raw 25. That had nothing to do with storyline. No, he's not retired. I'm trying to explain this to people. I'm like, did WWE say he retired? did the Undertaker stay retired? Are you the Undertaker? Do not speak for the Undertaker. Michelle McCool is even playing along with this whole story. I believe if I can find Michelle McCool's post here. Let's see if I can find this here. Let's see if I can find it here. If I can find it here. Let's see if okay, here we go. So on Twitter, this was after the Raw for Raw WrestleMania, when he not the Raw after WrestleMania, the Raw this past Monday where the Undertaker didn't show up. A person on Twitter said, "I'm legit disappointed that Undertaker did not show up, hit the gong, or give any sign to you except Cena's challenge." Michelle McCool, where's your husband? Perfect response was, "We're actually eating breakfast." She knows he's going to be at WrestleMania. She's not going to come out and say he's going to be at WrestleMania. Why would you even give that away? It's like Dana White giving away that Brock Lesnar is leaving the WWE. I'll get to that. Trust me, I'm getting to that one. But when first talked about this entire match, I was not looking forward to it. One promo. It only took one promo from John Cena to say, "Hey, you should be excited for Undertaker versus John Cena." The match is probably not going to be the greatest thing in the world. If, as reports are saying, he feels fine, he feels the best he's been in a few years. If that's true, if we get Undertaker from 25 to 29 Undertaker, WrestleMania 25 to 29 Undertaker, then kudos to Mark Calloway. But if we get a fucking WrestleMania 30 and 33 Undertaker out of Mark Calloway, I'm gonna be one disappointed Undertaker fan, because the Undertaker is my all-time favorite wrestler. So, but yeah, if this match happens, the Undertaker needs a win. No, I don't know. Now, a lot of people saying this may be his last match, but now since I'm hearing he's going to be at the Greatest Royal Rumble and possibly wrestling in it, if this is going to be his last ride, you have him do his match with John Cena. You have him being in the Greatest Royal Rumble. If you want him to do something at SummerSlam, do something at SummerSlam with, I don't know. Have him wrestle AJ Styles. Yeah, that's a match I thought we were gonna get at the Royal Rumble last year. There was two rumored matches for AJ Styles that year. You had the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. If anyone was able to pull out a even halfway decent match with the Undertaker, that's AJ Styles. For SummerSlam, if you want to do something with the Undertaker, if this is going to be his last ride here, WrestleMania 35 should be the last time we see the Undertaker. Yeah, I really think the Undertaker should be going to the Hall of Fame next year. He should be headlining it. So, if you want to do something with him at SummerSlam, you can do him and AJ Styles. Like I said, you can do him and Kurt Angle. You know what? I thought about this. Since I brought up Kurt Angle, do Undertaker and Kurt Angle next year. Do the match that we were supposed to get at 22. Because I think this was the match that they were going to do, and then the whole thing with Eddie sadly dying put a wrench in plans for Michaels and Guerrero and Undertaker and Angle. I don't know, it's just something I thought about. But yeah, I think the Undertaker is going to win. If he comes back and loses like John Cena, and it comes back as the American Badass and loses. What was the point of doing all this? And what's the point? What would be the point of pushing and building up this match, and then it not happen? You know, WWE is stupid, but they ain't that stupid. So, you know, like I said, Undertaker hopefully wins, and hopefully depends on how he feels. If he wants to keep going for at least one more year, for the rest of this year, kudos to him. If not, whatever. Then we go to the mixed tag team match between Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H. This is I didn't even know this, but apparently this is Stephanie McMahon's first WrestleMania match. And when I mean first WrestleMania, this is the first time she's competing at WrestleMania. So, and I think this is also the first time that she's actually teaming with her husband in a match. I don't think that's ever happened before. So, but that being said, the obvious team is winning. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. I hope this is somewhat decent. I mean Kurt Angle and Triple H, yeah, they're going to do most of the wrestling. Same with Daniel Bryan and the Daniel Bryan match. You know, Daniel Bryan, Zayn, and Owens are going to do most of the wrestling. You know, Shane McMahon's going to do his high spots. You know, I should have brought that up earlier. But, Kurt Angle and Triple H are going to do most of the wrestling. We'll see how Ronda Rousey does. I do have high hopes for Ronda Rousey. I just don't want I don't want this whole thing to fall flat on its face. That's a worry that I have with Ronda Rousey coming in. Just because I'm still having that worry with Shayna Baszler. I still don't think Shayna Baszler is ready to do any type of championship matches. They gave her that, like I said, they gave her that match because Kairi Sane was dealing with nagging injuries. So now that Kairi Sane's back, you know, you can do something with Kairi Sane in the title picture. But that's NXT. But like I said, I don't want this. Sorry about that. I don't want the Ronda Rousey thing falling flat on its face and then failing. So hopefully we see something cool from Ronda. I think we will. We're gonna see a few angle slams. We're gonna see some pedigrees. We're gonna see some whatever the hell Ronda Rousey's finisher will be. You know, stuff like that. But I do predict Ronda and Angle winning. It's the rest of these matches, big matches are kind of predictable, but at least one of them is so predictable that it makes me want to throw up. Let's talk another match that doesn't want to make me throw up is the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match between the Queen Charlotte Flair versus the Empress of Tomorrow, the winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Now, granted, this match kind of happened on the Mixed Match Challenge, but I did watch the Mixed Match Challenge, and I won't be watching that Mixed Match Challenge match because I don't want that whole feel of Asuka and Charlotte ruined because they, you know, to me this would be a fresh match because I didn't watch that whole finals thing. This should be another show-stealing match, and given the time, I think this type of match should go 20 plus minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, or 25 to 30 minutes, one of the two. Asuka is winning, that's obvious. I think how they're going to pull it off, I would love to see Charlotte put Asuka in the figure 8, and then Asuka reverse that while the move is applied, and turn it into the Asuka lock. That would be amazing. Now since I said it, it's not probably going to happen because I kind of ruined it. So yeah, it should be good. I hope it's. I think it's gonna be one of the matches of the night. Asuka went, like I said, won the Women's Royal Rumble. Now, WWE thinks we're not stupid, and they try to. Or WWE thinks we're stupid, because we're not. They tried to make us look like we're stupid and think that Asuka was facing Alexa Bliss. I'm like, no, she isn't, because she hasn't chosen her opponent. I already knew they were going to wait until after Fastlane, or after Charlotte defends her title at Fastlane to actually have her challenge Charlotte. The build's been okay, not the greatest build to this match, but I'm kind of with everyone else. Is like, why is Asuka still on Raw? And another thing that kind of irked me a little bit last Monday was Asuka, basically main evented Raw before the whole Roman Reigns thing, but they didn't even mention or bring up the fact that this could be the last night that they see Asuka on Monday Night Raw. Like, do they know when Asuka wins the championship, she's a SmackDown Live superstar now? She's on the blue brand. So that kind of irked me a little bit. But and another thing, she's not on SmackDown yet until after WrestleMania, of course. And if you saw my NXT takeover predictions, I predicted, like the whole thing with Sanity coming up and Nikki Cross winning the women's Money in the Bank this year, cashing in on Asuka to do Asuka versus Nikki Cross at SummerSlam. I still think Nikki Cross versus Asuka, last woman standing from I have to look and see when that was, but let's see, Asuka versus Nikki Cross, last woman standing. That match happened on. When did that happen? On June 28th, 2017. So to me that was one of the best women's matches of last year for WWE, at least. So I think like I said, Nikki Cross comes in, wins the Money in the Bank, cashes in Asuka at SummerSlam. But for the time being, I predict Charlotte is going to Monday Night Raw. She pretty much has destroyed the women's division on SmackDown. That's when Charlotte is going to lose, like I said, the Asuka, and Charlotte going to go to SmackDown. She's on SmackDown. Go to Monday Night Raw. So then Asuka can face newcomers. You can put Asuka against name escape, Ruby Riott. You can put Asuka versus Ruby Riott again. You can do Asuka versus Natalya. You can do Asuka versus Becky Lynch, which is a feud I think is going to be the thing for Backlash. And, well, no, they're going to do the rematch at Backlash. All the rematches are going to happen at Backlash, by the way. So everything's going to be a dual branded pay-per-view now. So you can do a rematch at Backlash, and then I guess you can, if you want, you can do Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the Money in the Bank show. If you want, that is. But then again, like I said, you're going to have people coming up. Nikki Cross. But like I said, Nikki Cross might be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. You could. If you don't want to put Nikki Cross in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and you want to do Nikki Cross, and I would save Nikki Cross versus Asuka for a show like SummerSlam or Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble or something like that, because that's a big time match. So if you want, since the Iconic Duo are coming up, I would put. I have a feeling they're going to go to SmackDown, and you would I maybe do Peyton Royce and Asuka. I'd be okay with that. I like me some Peyton Royce. I like me some Billie Kay. I like me some Asuka and Nikki Cross, like that. So whichever one you want to do, hopefully WWE does the right decision and that's something smart and not something stupid like having Carmella cash in. Because if they try to give Carmella the freaking they'll give Asuka her first loss. Sure, she will probably get the greatest heat ever, but wow. All right, so I'm not even going to talk about the WWE Championship match now because I'm gonna save that for last because that's the match that to me is more important than the Universal title match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I should just get it out of the way because I know exactly what's happening. We all know what's happening. We're not stupid. Vince McMahon, you will see now. Fuck. We're not stupid. Roman Reigns is obviously winning the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar, because apparently Dana White doesn't know how to shut the fuck up before the biggest show of the year. He pretty much ruined the outcome of, well, we already knew the outcome, but before I guess what was 4 days before the show, 3 days before, no, it is 4 days before the show. 4 days before WrestleMania, he ruins the outcome of the match. He pretty much confirms that Brock Lesnar is on his way back to the UFC, meaning Brock Lesnar is leaving WWE after WrestleMania. After that match is over with, Brock Lesnar is out the door, and Jake DeMarco put it perfectly. This is WrestleMania 20 all over again, except Goldberg is not involved. Oh, well, Roman Reigns is like the Goldberg of today, but I really hope for WWE's sake and for fans not walking out on the end of the show or before this match even happens, this does not go on last. Because if it goes on last, it's not going to end well. It's just not going to end well. Let me put that in here. Hang on. I was editing something here. If this match goes on last, I've heard that Connor from OKayfabe, I think he said this before because he was at WrestleMania 32 when the whole the whole match with Triple H happened, that people started walking out of that main event, and I do not blame them because this match should not be to me, Strowman should be added into this match. See, if I was booking this match, you should add Braun Strowman into the match, and then it'd be a triple threat match. Yeah, sure, there's triple threat matches, fatal 4-ways all over the place, but put Braun Strowman in the match, that way you don't have to worry about the crowd shitting all over it. You get Braun Strowman on there. And then if the tag team titles, you would bring up somebody like the Authors of Pain or Sanity. So, but that's not happening. So imagine Sanity getting added to the tag team title match for SmackDown. But Roman Reigns is obviously winning. Dana White apparently is a fucking blabbermouth. So he pretty much said, yeah, he's coming back. So Lesnar is gone after WrestleMania. And unless this is all a swerve now, this is probably one of the best swerves of all time. That Lesnar wins on Sunday and signs another deal. That's not happening, but that'd be great. That'll be not great, but that'd be because then the Universal title will not be seen in Raw for the next 4 months. So you would have, where was I going with this? You would have Reigns win. The only good thing about Reigns winning the Universal title is the Universal title will be on the show every week. Will be on Monday Night Raw every week, and the rumor is it's going to be Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns going at it, which is why I think Rollins is going to SmackDown. But yeah, that's only the bright side to Roman Reigns of winning the Universal Championship. I don't really give a shit about this match. I don't give a shit about Roman Reigns. I don't give a shit about Brock Lesnar. Doesn't really want to wrestle. somehow decided to show up at Survivor Series and actually put on a match with AJ Styles. But then again, AJ Styles can put on a match with anybody because it's AJ Styles. AJ Styles can have a match with a broomstick, and it would be probably the best match on the card. That's how good AJ Styles is. But like I said, I don't care about this match. I hope this does not go on last, because if it goes on last, this Roman Reigns does not need to be made in the show again. He did not need. First of all, he shouldn't have been in the ring with the Undertaker. He even came out and said that match was his fault. He pretty much said it. The match with Triple H did not need to happen either. This match was special at 31. This match is no longer special. This match is just don't have this match close the show. If you want your fans to go home happy, and if you want your fans to go home on a high note, meaning, just here's another thing that bothers me about this match is you don't have that element of surprise with Seth Rollins anymore. You don't have Money in the Bank briefcase hanging in over people's heads with this title match. Roman Reigns could win, and no one's gonna care. The whole try to make Brock Lesnar the back. Brock Lesnar has been cheered for the past 3 or 4 weeks when Reigns has been getting his ass whooped. People enjoy seeing Reigns getting his behind handed to him. So, I don't know. I just don't want this match to close the show. It'll be hilarious. It's not going to happen if it opens. It'll be funny if it opens the show. Lesnar and Goldberg didn't close WrestleMania last year. Of course, it had to be Roman Reigns last year. But this match can go on in the middle of the show or halfway through the show, and that way you don't have to worry about. Which is why I wish some of the at least the women's battle royal was in between that the Asuka match and the Styles match, which I'm about to get to right now, actually, because I don't really care to talk about this Roman Reigns bullshit anymore. And there's another reason why Dan Bryan was forced to retire, because they did want Dan Bryan to overshadow Roman Reigns' push. So, excuse me. So now we get to the true main event, the real main event of WrestleMania 34. The WWE Championship match between the phenomenal AJ Styles and the King of Strong Style, the 2018 Men's Royal Rumble winner, Shinsuke Nakamura. There's 2 matches this weekend that have potential to be match of the weekend. I said it yesterday. I said it while recording this, and this might go up tomorrow. But this might actually go up Saturday or tomorrow, depending on when you're listening to this. But I loaded the NXT Takeover predictions, and I said there's 2 matches that could potentially be match of the weekend, and it's a toss-up between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and this match with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. The build's not been that. The build for the WWE side of this match has not been that great. I mean, for the past 2 weeks they did something cool with the when Nakamura went for the Kinshasa, stopped halfway through and did the knee to the face thing. And then AJ Styles did the exact same thing this past Tuesday. They have something to follow. They have something to live up to. This is quote unquote the dream match. It was funny enough. New Japan actually uploaded their Wrestle Kingdom 10 match for free on their YouTube channel. So for people who have not seen the first encounter these 2 had, which was one of my favorite matches of all year that year, and was both the last Wrestle Kingdoms for both men. And after that, he signed with WWE. Was, it's on, you check it out, and what they should do here, they should double what they did here. This match should go at least 30 minutes, 20 to 20 to 30 minutes. This is hopefully going to be. I pray to God WWE does not fuck this up, because they've fucked up dream matches before. I'm gonna, the whole dream match with The Rock and Cena was not that great. They've also fucked up the dream match. What was it? There was another dream match that they fucked over. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, they fucked over. Well, actually, that wasn't WWE's fault. That was more of Hogan's fault. Hogan did not, or it was either Hogan or Flair. One of the two did not want to do the match at WrestleMania 8. So we got Hogan. And Sid and another great match between Flair and Savage, and then we had another fantastic match with the which Joe loves WrestleMania 8 when he talks about Bret Hart and Roddy Piper. My favorite WrestleMania of all time is WrestleMania 17. I mean, just from top to bottom, and it's also the single greatest pay-per-view that WWE has ever produced. So, what was I going to do? Okay, so Nakamura and Styles. I hope to God this is match of the night. This might, Asuka and Charlotte may also be match of the night. This might be the second best match of the night. There is so many matches in this show that could actually be match of the night, but I predict Nakamura and Styles would be the show stealer. They even Nakamura, AJ Styles said it last week on the promo. The fans know that those two will tear the house down. It's what they do. No copyright there from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Henry. Which that's tomorrow night on the WWE Network. I'm not going to cover that. There's no need to. This one is kind of obvious, but then again, I'm not going to be mad if AJ wins, because I know those two are going to put on an instant classic. There's no reason to say, one should win and the other should lose. Doesn't matter who wins or not. We all win in this situation because obviously, WWE wins because they get their Lesnar Reigns bullshit, but we win because we get Nakamura and Styles. So technically, everyone wins. Now, the icing on the cake is having Nakamura and Styles close the show. I would close the show with Nakamura winning the WWE Championship, and the fireworks going on, and just and speaking of entrances, well, since Nakamura, there should be Nakamura may have the entrance of the night. That you're gonna have 70,000 plus fans singing Nakamura's theme is going to be a beautiful sight. Yeah. You thought Philadelphia was something special. Wait until you get to New Orleans inside the Superdome. Or the Silverdome, whichever one it is. But yeah, you're going to have Nakamura. My pick is for Nakamura to win, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad if AJ Styles win, but I'm hearing that Vince McMahon really wants AJ Styles on Raw, so Nakamura is going to win. And then they're going to do the rematch at Backlash, AJ Styles. This is when the quote-unquote, I guess, draft is happening or shake-up is happening at Backlash. So you would have AJ Styles go to Raw. Nakamura would feud with... That's actually a good question. Who would Nakamura feud with? If I'm hearing correctly, and Rollins is going to go over to SmackDown, you would have Rollins and Nakamura. Let me see if we can look up the SmackDown roster here. Here we go. We got the... Okay, we're going to go here. SmackDown roster. You could do Nakamura and Killing Dane, too. I mean, Sandy's getting called up, so that's actually a good idea. So, alright, so on the SmackDown brand, if you want to do anybody with Nakamura, you can do... I mean, Chris Jericho can come back and do a match with him and Jericho. I'd love to see Nakamura and Jericho tear it up. Bobby Roode goes heel, goes to the main event picture, gets with the US title. Have him go heel. You can have him and Nakamura go at it. Let's see, if you go over to the Raw side, you have Seth Rollins go over. You can do Rollins and Nakamura. Joe, if he wants to come over to SmackDown, get Joe and Nakamura. Cena and Nakamura again for the WWE title. That's something you could do. But let's see. That's well. Drew McIntyre's another one. I hear Drew McIntyre. I said in my NXT predictions video, I think Drew McIntyre is getting called up if he doesn't get his rematch with I predicted Aleister Black winning. If he doesn't get his rematch, he can come up with the main roster, go to SmackDown or Raw. If he's probably going to go Raw, but if it was me, I would put him on SmackDown, and then you can have him feud with Nakamura. Since I brought up the fact of Sami Zayn winning, or Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens winning the tag match, I would have Sami Zayn win Money in the Bank. Now, and a lot of people say the Miz should win the Money in the Bank. I'm like, no. I'd have Sami Zayn win Money in the Bank, and at SummerSlam, you do Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens can go to Raw for all I care, and him and whoever can do whatever over there. That's the one. That's another one. Sami Zayn and Nakamura. Kevin Owens and Nakamura. The one that I would do is Daniel Bryan and Nakamura. But I have a feeling they could do Shane and Nakamura, Shane and Bryan. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Shinsuke Nakamura. Hopefully he wins and closes the show. If he doesn't win, it's all right by me, because again, I know those two are gonna put on a classic match. Yeah, you got the home turf stuff. Yeah, sure, they haven't mentioned Wrestle Kingdom 10. They don't need to. This match writes itself. It's Nakamura and Styles, two of the best wrestlers on the planet today in the WWE. Kenny Omega is actually the best wrestler on the planet today. Next to that, then you got AJ Styles and whoever else follows that. The entrance between Nakamura is going to be great. I was listening to a orchestral version of Nakamura's theme. Do that as the intro, and then do the bow, bow, bow. That it'll be great. An entrance for Asuka is going to be amazing. Finn Balor's demon entrance is going to be fucking fantastic. Let's see what else we got here. Daniel Bryan, the Yes movement is going to be crazy. Whatever the Kid Rock decides to do with the Undertaker, Woken Matt, whatever. WrestleMania has the potential to. The build's been, like I said, the build for the show has been not that great. Wow, I'm going for an hour. I didn't realize that. But the build for the show has not been that great. This has WrestleMania 31 build written all over it. Like WrestleMania 31 was the build to that show was god awful, and the show ended up being pretty damn good. You had Sting's first match in the WWE. You had Undertaker returning with he had, what the fuck was it? He kept it off with Seth Rollins. But this show might be great. I mean, this show might be one of the best WrestleManias. You never know. This show might be terrible. But I'm excited. Like I said, you get Nakamura and Styles. You have Asuka, Charlotte. You have Daniel Bryan's return. You have Finn Balor, the IC title match. You also have the Usos, the Legend Brothers, Triple Threat. You have whatever the hell Cena and Undertaker are doing. You have the Cruiserweight title match. So, yeah, you got a pretty good WrestleMania show, hopefully. I got Takeover on Saturday night. If you didn't see my predictions video, I'll probably try to put it in the annotation above. Or put it in the description box, one of the two. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt the Misfit. It's at Matt with a THA Misfit. For some reason, I can't use the. For some, I don't know. That's really bizarre. You can follow my gaming channel at Misfit Gamer 101. You can also find my anime podcast at Full Metal Otaku with an S at the end of it. Yeah, so this is Matt the Misfit. I hope you enjoy WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver. I might do a preview for both shows. Who knows? But yeah, peace out.
Major League.